What up, Blockheads? Today we're going to be doing a mod on the CBR1000RR. We're going to be adding a undertail with integrated blinkers from Hotbodies Racing. Alright, so previously installed video, I installed the rear hugger from Hotbodies. Came out really nice. Matches the gloss black that I got with the fairing kit under there. So this is what I'm going to be installing is an undertail piece that basically replaces this, all this here, and it has two LED blinkers mounted in. Now, the reason I want to go with those two LEDs, which I'll show you here in just a second, those two blinkers on the side, currently I have the TST Industries integrated LED taillight. What that means is that whenever I turn my left blinker on, it blinks on this side, turn my right blinker on, it blinks on this side. Basically divided right in the middle. I'll show you guys here. Left blinker on, flashes like that, right? The problem with that is if you're a good ways back, can't even tell if it's actually flashing on the left or if it's flashing on the right. You just kind of see a flashing light, right? So when you're in traffic, you don't know really if you're going left or right. Solution, basically keeping the integrated taillight, but I'm also adding an integrated undertail. So I'm gonna have a blinker in the taillight as well as a blinker in the undertail. We're gonna wire them up, install that, and hopefully it works as planned. As I said, I did get this from Hotbodies Racing. I reached out to them to see if they'd be willing to work with me, and they were. So this episode is brought to you guys by Hotbodies Racing. You guys be sure to go check them out, hotbodiesracing.com. If you guys have a sport bike, they make tons of different stuff for sport bike applications, from undertails to rear huggers. They have racing fairing kits, which basically eliminate like the headlights. They've got exhaust, absolute ton of stuff. You guys be sure to go check them out. Tell them Blockhead sent you. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do, we're gonna open this up, check it out, and then we're going to get to installing it. Just one thing, I kind of thought this was a flaw in the packaging, but they basically put them in these bags like as if they're like little baggies, like they're selling a product on the shelf, like they hang up or something. And see, the problem here is if I were to just open that up and I'm taking the painted piece and I'm pulling it out of the bag and it scrapes along one of these staples, it'd possibly scratch it up. So just mind the staples. Take them out, pull them out, do whatever you gotta do. But make sure you don't scratch up your brand new part. All right, looks good. So basically the way this will work, it's going to mount kind of like that, all right? So you see where the blinkers will be, left and right. All right, so first things first, if you guys are starting with a stock rear tail, you're gonna have this big old fender piece sticking out of here. You're gonna wanna remove that. Pretty easy to remove that. All you're gonna do is take off the rear seat here. Show you guys, even though I don't have mine. Already took mine off. And whenever you take this off, there's going to be 3 bolts right here. So 1, 2, and 3. You're gonna unscrew those. There's gonna be wiring going through it. It goes back into here, you're gonna unclip it. You are gonna have to take off the seat to unclip that wiring. You're gonna feed it through. You're gonna pull that off. After that, you're gonna have a clear undertail. You are going to need to remove this panel here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove this little TST block off plate, and then I'm gonna remove that rear panel. All right, the plate removed. Now we're going to unscrew that screw there. From here, there, and that one there. All right, at this point, we need to remove this entire piece here. Now it is latched in here and here. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull, you're gonna wanna undo those latches. I'm gonna take a different approach to this, and I'm actually just gonna take this top cowl off because it's really easy and it's gonna avoid messing this up. All right, so I installed a fender eliminator previously. I'm gonna go ahead and take that off because I believe there's some kind of bolt holding it right there. All right, it should come right off, I think. All right, that pretty much fits over that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wanna make sure that the wires are ran through it, and we're gonna go ahead and start lining everything up. All right, snapped into place here and here. And we're gonna look at the hardware that they gave us, start connecting some stuff up. All right, so that screw that we just removed from right there, we're going to want to open up that hole to 3/8 inch with a drill bit. What we're going to be doing there basically is putting this piece in through there. So here we go. Pretty stuff. Get some of those shavings out of there. All right, so we're going to take this walnut that they've provided and we're going to insert it into that hole that we just drilled out right there, with the long end sticking into the where the fuse box is at. So just like this. All right, at this point we're going to put the undertail on and make sure to run the wiring through the openings in the tail. All right, I got some wiring all pulled up. I'm gonna do that in just a second. I'm gonna go ahead and put the rear seat cowl back on. All right, we got this stuff all latched up, lined up, looking good. Freaking cut my wrist somehow, so duct tape, right? All right, now I'm totally gonna cheat on the wiring. As you guys can see, I've got these little connectors. They make it way easier. They're called Tap It. I'll put a link in the description to those. I'll show you guys how they work. All right, so there's one end that has a hole in it, and that is the end that the wire that you are basically connecting to the stock wire is gonna go into. And then on this side, this is going to be the side that you unscrew to tap the wire. All right, so basically what that does is there's a piece of metal inside of this. That wire is making contact with that, and then whenever we take this side off, there's a spike which is going to pierce into the wire that we tap into. So we got ground, positive, ground, positive. So what we're looking for here is these wires right here. It says to connect the right blue wire and left signal orange wire wires on the bike. So the left signal is the orange wire, the right is the blue wire, and then the ground wires are green, and that's where we're going to connect the black wires, the grounds. So let's go ahead and connect that up. All right, so right is blue, and this is the right line, and that is positive, so we're going to tap into that. All right, so I've got it all wired up. This is the wire from the left, wired just like that. This is the wire from the right, wired just like that. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on, make sure it works. Left signal, working. Right signal working. Awesome. So see, that helps out a lot. It's integrated here and there. All right, let's tidy all this up. All right, fuse box is pushed back in. Wires are all rerouted into the, what they call the tail, glove box, trunk, whatever section. Wires for the light here, that one, are not quite long enough, so I'm gonna work on extending those. But basically they need to plug into those pieces right there, but they're about that much too short, so I don't want to put a strain on the wires. I'm gonna go and get some extra wiring and wire that up later on. As of right now, it all works. So I just need to put the seat back on and then the passenger seat back on, and that's it. But it's the whole reason for the project is the signals. So those work and those work. So now, standing over here, you have a much better idea of which direction I'm actually turning if you were a car or another rider behind me. So yeah, it's a cool combo. TST Industries integrated taillight with the Hotbodies integrated undertail. Looks good. Anyways, Hotbodies does provide you guys instructions on their website if you guys want to go check them out. I'll drop links below to the install if you have just like the regular tail section on the bike. Yeah, like I said, mine's a little more different, a little more custom because of the integrated tail and the fender eliminator and all that stuff. If you guys have any questions, be sure to drop them in the comments below. I'm not a licensed mechanic or anything, I'm just a dude in his garage who likes to work on his bikes. But yeah, like I said, If you guys do have any questions, drop them below. Hope you guys did enjoy the episode. Big thanks once again to hotbodiesracing.com. Y'all be sure to go check them out. Link below in the description as well. Also to all the products that I've used. And the little wire splicer things, those are super easy, really awesome. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to hit the like button. If you guys aren't subscribed already, be sure to hit the subscribe button as well. And until next time, you guys ride safe out there. Stay vigilant. Catch you guys later. Deuces.